Hey YouTube, it's Player28 coming here with the deck profile. This is inzektors. I obviously showed you this before, but basically it's practically the same thing you've seen before, maybe a little bit different, I don't recall. But I think it's time for a new deck profile. I'm gonna need this. And yeah, so basically to start it off, we got 3 hornet, or apparently 2 hornet, okay, 3 hornet. Basically he just pops back rows and stuff. He's really good, and yeah, he makes the deck work. Next you got 3 dragonfly. You gotta run 3. Basically it just special summons and blows up your opponent's back rows. It helps. It's a plus, literally, I think a +1 for you and a -1 for your opponent, so practically like a +2. But same with centipede, except he adds to hand. That's all I really gotta say about him. Everybody's pretty much seen how this works, and yeah. Then you gotta run the tourguide engine, which I don't know why these are in orange sleeves, but they are. So yeah, that's the tourguide engine. You run that. Then you run 2 ladybug. You gotta run it. Then you run 1 hopper. He basically sets up for the quick, like, attack straight over a spirit reaper for game. If you don't want to like deal with popping it, or you don't want to deal with gorz. You gotta run 1 each to complete the OTK if you ever get it. Then you run 2 card troopers for milling and plussing when he's destroyed. 3 effect veiler to stop your opponent from doing their stuff. The 1 gorz to stop OTKs. And that's all the monsters, which seems like a lot, but that's all it is. So 3 MSTs blow up their back rows, even though really it has enough destruction, and I just don't really care. So next I run the 2 swords for the OTK potential. Really gets it. Then you run staples, Book of Moon, Darkhole, Heavy Storm, and Monster Reborn. Then you run the 3 calls. The reason why you run 3 calls is to stop your opponent from, well, it's not really to stop your opponent, but it can cause pluses when they MST it. Like, they MST, grab sangan or a card trooper. You either add a card to your hand, like a dragonfly, or you add or you draw 1. It's a great card. And you got the solemn brigade, and this is to negate summons, and this is to negate pretty much anything except for gorz. This negates gorz, and this doesn't negate gorz. Basic ruling. And then 2 safe zones, because you want to, like, let's say they're beating you down, you can protect one of your monsters and then put it in defense, so it's really hard to destroy you, like, their field without an MST. Like, plus if they MST it and they have an face-up attack position monster, you target their monster, it'll blow them up, and overall it can turn into a really good play. Like, it's a really techie choice. Like, you do this and then they're like, okay, target, and you target their monster, they're like, whoa, okay. But basic knowledge about this card, that if you target your opponent's monster, they can still attack you. So, like, direct, even though it says your opponent, it's your opponent, not their opponent. So, because technically their opponent is you, or be me, but yeah, okay, it's confusing, but it's your opponent, so it's always him. And that's basically the deck. So that's the main deck. Yeah. Next, I guess I'll go through the side, which is Imperial Iron Wall, 2 decrees, 1 chain. I would rather run a 3rd decree or a 3rd D5, but let alone, this is pretty good. 2 Light Imprisoning Mirrors. This hurts a lot of decks, surprisingly. Like, this hurts Heretics, this hurts any deck practically that can go, okay, I'm gonna call effect and try to do this, and then you're like, no, and it just negates everything. It's great. 2 DeFi, it hurts a lot more decks than what people really think. It hurts inzectors in some ways, but it doesn't really hurt them because when you send a card, it goes to the graveyard anyway, so this does not really hurt inzectors until you're out of monsters, and all you can do is set your hornet, and then your hornet gets removed. So that's why I only run 2. If you run 3, they also become dead draws, and yeah. But really good against Dark World. They cry when they see this card sometimes. It's like really bad. The 2 Fossadina, because it's good against rogue decks like Card Curries. You don't have any close calls I had with Card Curries, and this card they'll go beret effect and they'll flip it on themselves, and they're like, oh. I run 2 DD Crow because I feel like it's only good at 2 and not good at 3. Like 3, you don't draw them all ever, and 3, it'd be more consistent, I will admit that, but it wouldn't be better. And then I run 2 Victorious because he makes dragons QQ sometimes when you take their Red Eyes, Darkness Metals, or Light Pulsar, and they can't get them anymore. And that's all backwards. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, that's all that. And then for the extra, I know this video's taking a while, my bad guys, but this is basically the extra. You guys should be able to see this pretty well. I shouldn't have to explain any of this. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You run 2 tiers. You run 2 of these guys. You run a lot of level 5 surprisingly, but the thing is, these level 5s, they're all, the best way to explain them is they're all pretty much situational. Like, an Aegis can get you out of certain spots that a tiers can't get you out of, and a tiers can get you out of a lot of spots that an Aegis can't get you out of. And not Blade Armor Ninja, but Crimson Ninja gets you out of really bad situations, because what I do is just sit on them for 2 turns and they can't run them over usually, or if I make them, they'll try to dark hole him, and then you can chain, and then he won't be destroyed by it, and he just stays on the field for such a long time that your opponent, it just really frustrates people. Like, you can really just see frustration on people's faces when they see this card. So that's why I like this card a lot. Plus, it's really easy. It's like $2, so pick these guys up if you can. That's just my personal opinion. So thanks guys for watching again. Hope you guys like the video, subscribe, and thumbs up for 1080p hopefully. So if you like the 1080p, give it, how am I gonna do this? Give it a thumbs up. But that's all I gotta say. Thanks guys again. Peace out, subscribe, comment, and like the video. That's all I gotta say.